you're good. You're doing great.
Okay, do you need to sneeze? Here we are back at the firehouse in the primary bedroom, and we are here to deal with this blank wall. Wendy?
So we have this giant wall here, and in my brain, I'm like, okay, we either need a very big, oversized piece.
Right.
Or we need 2 horizontal pieces that are a little bit oversized.
Or
maybe we do
gallery wall.
1, 2, 3, 4, same size, smaller paintings or prints with maybe a little bit of an oversized frame so they sit together.
Sure, so the first thing is, do you have any art in your storage whatsoever? And if you do, a great tip you've always said is, if you have art that you like, and it's in all sorts of different frames, one first step that you can do if you know it's art that you like and you're gonna keep with you for the years to come, get it reframed.
You can reframe it, so like if the floor is white oak, you could reframe it in a white oak frame. Or if you really want to bring in color, you could get them all framed in a hot pink frame where there's 4 hot pink frames in different pieces.
Right. But the key tip there is, if you have art you like and you don't know how to make it work together, get it reframed into matching frames. You can go to a local frame store pretty much on the cheap, because framing can be very expensive, and it gets expensive in like matting and the size and the whole deal, and just dummy it down. And we're gonna show you some really cool frames that aren't expensive that look very good and cohesive together. Should we get a few pieces? So as we can see already, let's say these were the 2 pieces that the client had that they said to us, I want to use these 2 pieces. Already you can see the framing matches and these pieces look like they were made for each other.
I wonder if you pop it up higher and put it closer.
Okay.
Because you don't want it too close to the edge of the ceiling.
So a common mistake that people make a lot is they hang their art too high. It looks goofy. And obviously it's not a common mistake for people to hang it too low. When in doubt, hang your art low, because you don't have a hole in the wall that's gonna be exposed when you lower it. If your art is too low and you're raising it up, you're gonna cover a hole anyways. And start maybe with command strips.
Here's another tip.
Tell us.
Complementary colors are the unlock to beautiful design. So here you see we have a chair that is dark green. We are putting the complementary color to green in between to break it up. I mean, you can even see in your hat, you have orange and green.
Okay,
it works
but we've
so well together.
told people that their art doesn't need to match their room.
It doesn't. You could reframe it and have the frame be the thing that ties it in.
Okay, but trying
to also make it work with the colors is where it's really gonna go over the finish line.
Okay,
right?
Now what if you had 3 pieces of art that you really loved that were different sizes? Should we hold those up and see how they would look together?
Yeah, and what you wanna do, since you have a slanted wall, is do the smaller one on top. So that one would go low, and this one would go on top. I usually have at least 4 inches in between frames just to give some breathing space.
Now educate me here. I don't think it's the end of the world to have different frames here. I don't think it looks bad to have that pink frame, this wood frame, and that wood frame.
No, because, and here's why, so I can see all 3.
Oh, okay.
So here you can see there's yellow in this painting, which brings yellow over here. These are actually different artists, but they're abstracts and they actually play off of each other really well. And you can see like the greens are similar, and then this one ties in the pink from here.
So it works.
And it has all of the colors.
Right, so you don't have to match your frames, but it can help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And what I would do if the frames weren't working is just go get them reframed so they all look good together. And I know that's a really hard thing to do. Well, how do I know what frames look good?
Go as simple as possible.
Go simple, but also go to a frame shop and ask them to help you. Hey, I tend to like more eclectic, or I tend to like more simple. Here's a picture of my room. I want them to look similar, or I want them to look all different and eclectic, and they will help you.
The frame changes the whole vibe. Are you with me?
It's dated.
Right, so what we would do in this case is pop this off, reframe it. Can you imagine this piece of art with a wider mat with a wood frame? It would change the whole piece of art from yesterday to tomorrow.
What would really make it great, if you like more of the eclectic look, because there's a mat here and there's a mat here, don't put a mat here. So when you're putting these 2 pieces together, it's great if the one on the bottom is wider than the one on the top.
Okay.
Especially with a slanted ceiling. So you don't want the width of these 2 to be the same or this one to be wider, since it's more narrow.
Because it gives you a top-heavy look. I get that.
And so that's why making it really thin would be great. So that's
that's one reason to remove the mat.
That's one reason.
Okay.
The second reason is if you really want an eclectic feel and you don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, balance is everything, right? So 2 out of the 3 frames have the white mat, and then 1 you just go in with it and do a really simple gold frame or a really simple frame like this that matches this, but it'll just make it feel more balanced in a way.
Okay.
And this will be smaller. My favorite so far from today is this one. You just have these bright colors popping through, so it just makes the room alive.
But we need
fun, but
we want it bigger.
It's too small.
But what can we do?
We can have her commission a bigger size.
Or
we reframe and get a larger mat.
Correct. So we take up more space by reframing this, and all of a sudden the art that you have looks bigger and fits your space better.
So if I could just snap my magic fingers and have what I wanted, I would shrink the 4 of these and either do 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4 and just see what that looks like. Because I love the colorway.
And how they all work together.
In this room. It's beautiful, but obviously these are way too big for the space.
Right, but if I were to use these 2, you would pick 2 that talk to each other, pull a color from something in the room you love, and would your first choice be to stack them high-low on this tall wall?
Yes.
Because it would be my intuition to do that.
Yeah, so you'd go boom,
so you'd
boom.
go like this, and then 1 below. Would you ever do 1, 2? I mean, we have to also have to remember, like, we have to work with what we have. And if you
you could make a statement with these.
So there we go.
I think I know what I want to do. Tell me what you think. If these were mounted right here, so below where the crease in this
I mean, if I'm forced to use what I have, I would do it, but I would pick better scaled art for the space.
But what an interesting
it is interesting
way to display art.
It is interesting.
Because it's not going past the windowsill. It's not going past this line. It's not going past the dresser.
I see.
It's really interesting. You could also do it on the other side of this room.
That's where I would do it.
You get a little bit more length because the wall on the other side of the room goes about another foot, and so you could give it more breathing space, and it would look rad. You know what would be awesome is if you did 3 on that side and 3 on this side, and there you go. So all of these artists you're seeing today are local to Portland, Oregon, our hometown. Don't forget, you don't have to get commissioned pieces of art or real paintings. You can get prints from most artists that are much more affordable.
Yeah, check out your local farmers markets or super small galleries, or sometimes artists are shown in restaurants or other spaces that young artists are trying to sell their work. Affordable art is out there, you just have to have the eye, and if it's not the right size, what do?
You reframe it. We have another video on YouTube you should check out at Catherine Freshley's studio about how to select art that will also help you in your art journey.
I hope you learned something today. I sure did, about how to attack a blank wall and bring art to it to complete the room. And if you did like what you saw, make sure to like and share. It really means a lot to us because we can bring more videos like this to you the more times you love us up.
I think I know what I want to do.
Tell us so we can be done with this.